Video 2 of 2, 1991 Topps, 15 card wax pack box, poly pack box. I'm guessing earlier in the year 91, later in the year 91, and our chaser. Although the gum doesn't seem, it wasn't that good in this box, and it doesn't appear to be that good in this box either. Be sure to check out video 1 of 2 to see what we pulled in terms of rookies, in terms of 100 cards, what we're looking for, and what error cards where corrected cards were made. There's our wax pack. And here's our poly pack. Typically I upload these videos and then make the next one, but we're starting to get a little low on light, so just finished watching the first video to make sure everything was kosher. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the second video and then we'll upload them both. Early year, true wax pack. Later year, poly pack. Let's go ahead and take a look at the wax pack first. Some kids in the neighborhood got some new toys. Got a little bit of discoloring on the bottom there, so I'm not gonna chance it. All right, so the gum stain went to Dick Schofield. I'm gonna go ahead and toss out Dick Schofield. The wax staining went to Kent Merker. Go ahead and toss out Kent Merker. Want to make sure we keep some good copies of cards to add to our complete set. Everything else looks good. Here we go. Start out with our Topps Instant Win Game card, which I do hang on to. Greg Vaughn. Dave Smith. There is Keith Comstock, and that might be the error card. Card number 337. If you notice, he's got a Mariners uniform on. There is an error card, which I believe it says Cubs. The corrected card says Mariners. Let's take a look at my cheat sheet. There we go. There it is. Yes, the error. Cubs logo on front. It's only worth a quarter, but that's still cool nonetheless. So we picked up Keith Comstock's error card, and that was some of the reason why I got these wax packs, these true wax packs, because I figured the wax packs, if they are in fact the earlier year, and then Topps shifted over to the poly packs later in the year, you're going to find more error cards in the true wax packs. And that's exactly why I picked up the wax packs, for that reason. And there it is, the error card. He's a Mariner, but his card says the Cubs. All right, let's keep going. Brian Harper. Bob Kipper. Hensley Mullins, Willie Frazier, Don Mattingly, and there is an error and a corrected version for this one. Very cool on the Don Mattingly, though. All right, so I had to toss out one of his error cards in my second complete set that I was building due to some issues with the card. The error card is worth $2, and it says that he has 10 hits in 1990. The corrected card is worth 60 cents. It says he has 101 hits in 1990. Let's hope we got the error. We do. Look at that. Nice. There it is. 10 hits for 1990. So we have the error card, y'all. $2. Nice. That is sweet. That is sweet. Looks like we got ourselves an error pack, and that kind of tells me that that box might be an error box too. That's awesome. You think that Mark Whitten might be in there? There's a Mark Whitten error card where his hand is over the border. It's a $150 card. Whew, man, that'd be something. Mark Gubeksa. Steve Frey, manager of the Texas Rangers at the time, Bobby Valentine. Jose Oquindo, and manager of the St. Louis Cardinals at the time, Joe Torre. We'd put Joe up on the stand, but he's the last card. But phenomenal player, gone manager. So we picked up 2 error cards. We've got the Don Mattingly error card. It shows 10 hits in 1990. It's supposed to say 101. That's a $2 card right there. Awesome. We've got the Keith Comstock card. He plays for the Mariners, but the card erroneously says Cubs. And this card is going to be worth a $0.25. Awesome. That was awesome. All right, let's take a look at the later year poly packs. Oh, the kids are riding around on their new bikes for Christmas. All right, looks like I'm not even going to bother. Yeah, it's stuck, and that sucks because that's Billy Ripken. So we're going to have to toss out the Billy Ripken card. The gum is stuck to it. I'm not even going to bother trying to peel it off. And once again, with these poly packs, we get notches in the bottom 2 cards. So the Jose Rijo and the Ivan Calderon, there's a little notch right here and a little bit of a notch right there. So we're going to go ahead and toss out these 2 cards for having that little notch or nick in them. That leaves us with our Topps Instant Win Game card. Jim Needlinger. Nice, big back. Mark McGwire. We'll take that. Card number 270. Actually, oh, there is. There's an error and a corrected card for him. 1987 slugging percentage says 618. That's the error, worth $2. The corrected version says .618, and it's worth 75 cents. I'm going to bet you this is going to be the corrected version. Let's see. 87. Nope, it's the error. Look at that. 618, but there is no decimal. Nice. So that's a $2 card. Very nice. So that's our 3rd error card, worth $2. Man, we are just making out tonight. Got Sergio Valdez, Rodney McRae, Kevin Brown, Randy Velarde, National League All-Star of Frank Viola. We'll throw him up there. Big fan of Frank. Randy Milligan, Jeff Reed, Phil Plantier, American League All-Star of Bob Welch, and Bill Duran. Well, we did not get the Chipper Jones $15 rookie card. That sucks. But we did get a bunch of error cards. 3 of them. The 3rd one being this Mark McGwire error card there. 87 slugging percentage says 618 instead of .618. That's going to be a $2 card there. That is awesome. And then we picked up All-Star National League of Frank Viola. All right, folks, that was a lot of fun. I'll tell you what, opening up these wax packs or poly packs or what have you is fun. But when you find error cards and they turn out to be the actual errors and there's some value to them as opposed to the corrected version, that just ups the ante. That was a fun video, y'all. Real happy about that one. Video 2 of 2. 1991 Topps. We did 2 packs, both 15 cards. We did what I consider to be an early year wax pack and a later year poly pack. All right, folks, that's it for 1991 Topps regular set. Tomorrow, we're going to pull 4 packs in 2 videos like usual from our 1991 Topps traded wax pack box. So be sure not to miss that one. Thanks for supporting the channel. Stay safe and stay tuned.